just started the day and I'm already unhinged, and it's because I chugged my coffee this morning and I'm feeling a lot of that right now. So many updates for this vlog. I got a new lens. I recently sold my 60 and then I just had the lens left over. The lens had a little bit of damage on it because my lovely ex dropped the camera with the lens one time. The camera body was totally fine. It's so rugged. It's like very durable, but the lens got a tiny chip in the glass, which means it's been impossible to sell. So what I actually did instead was I brought it into Henry's just to do a trade, just to see what I can get for it, because with the right person, they could probably fix it. I don't know exactly how lenses work, but anyways, they gave me a credit to use for a trade-in, and it was actually a pretty decent credit. So I ended up trading it in for this lens, which I've been eyeing for a while. Anywho, I ended up picking out the Sigma 16 to 28 mil, which is perfect for YouTube videos specifically. The lens is also quite a bit lighter even than my 35 mil prime lens. And so now look at how wide this angle is. Not that you need to see more because it's pretty messy in this room right now, but that is what we're going to do today. We are going to clean. We're going to finish up some projects. I'm like wrapping up stuff, like even this sewing project. I made this vest a little while ago and my little sister really liked it. So for her birthday, I told her I would make her a vest, and this is the one that I made her, which honestly I like even more than my vest. She picked a really good fabric. It's pretty much almost done, but I need to go in and just finish off these edges, amateur sewer edges with the bias binding. So I'm gonna go in and actually hand ladder stitch all of these edges so that they lay flat. But yeah, how adorable are these vests? I really, really like them. So that's one thing I'm gonna do today. I also want to get rid of some recycling, clean my office out. I want to go to the post office to drop off some returns. So I'm just sort of cleaning up right now. Side note, the reason my hair is clipped up in this extremely awkward way is because I got bangs, and that's all good and fun, but nobody told me that when you're at home and your bangs aren't styled, they're just crazy. So maybe I will get ready first so you don't have to look at this mess, and then we'll continue with the vlog. Okay. Makeup and bangs done. This is more so what it's supposed to look like. I printed out my shipping slip, so I'm gonna just stick this on here now so I don't forget about it. It's so ugly, but it's fine. I actually want to reorganize this space under the guest bed. Currently it holds a bunch of office related things, but I just want to make better use of the space, I think. Like there are some things that probably don't need to be here. Just ignore this massive box of recycling that needs to go out also. It really needs to be a cleaning day. Okay, Superfood cleanser, I love that. This snow boots because there's still snow outside. Oh my god, it's so cold as it was. I'm actually a little bit behind on reading for my January book club right now, mostly just because I wanted to read some other books. So I did that, but now I need to do a little bit of catching up so that I can actually talk to you guys about the book within Fable. So the book that we're reading is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Mosfei. Is that how you say it? Mosfe? I read this much already, which seems like a decent bit, right? Like, doesn't seem like I didn't read it at all. But the problem with the copy that I got off Better World Books, which I didn't realize at the time that I got it, obviously, is that it's the large print version, aka, like, look at that. It's way thicker than it actually probably is. And I'm going through the pages a lot quicker because this text is huge. Anywho, it's fine. I will say, I kind of had the idea, like I already knew going in that the main character wasn't going to be lovable in this book, but some of the shit she says, it's like it's pretty accurate of the female experience, you know? There's this part where she's describing one of the boys that she has had sex with growing up, and it says, "So I spent that summer at home upstate with my parents and had sex with a boy from high school who was far more sensual and interested in how the clitoris works, but not quite patient enough to really interact with mine successfully." I think as women, that is just such a universal experience. Like, let's be real. Oh my god. Okay, I'm about to make some lunch, but before I do that, I wanted to make a little engagement toy for Mika. I just take her little blankie. It's actually a blankie that I got for her when she was a literal baby, and it's just from Amazon, but I take some treats that are easy to break up into tiny pieces, and you sort of just sprinkle them all throughout the blanket, and then you roll it up and tie it so it's hard for her to get to them. Sometimes I'll do it like easy mode where I just fold it into threes, but today I think I'm gonna just roll it up nice and tight. Maybe even tuck the edges in. She's waiting so patiently. You want your treat toy? You want this? It's actually like 2:30 now and I have not eaten lunch. So I'm going to make some food, and I'm just gonna do a big batch of it because I'm gonna have it for dinner as well, but I'm gonna make pasta fagioli. I'm actually headed to Vancouver today, so I thought I would film a little productive day. I've already spent the last couple of hours just working, but I do have an event tonight. I'm going to watch the advanced screening of Rue, which is an adaptation to this book that actually won a ton of awards in Canada, but it's written by a Vietnamese immigrant author, and it's a loose autobiography of her experiences of immigrating to Canada as a Vietnamese refugee escaping the war. But from what I've read so far, I feel like I already can kind of sense the vibe of the story, and the vibe is sad. I'm taking my friend Summer with me to this event because I just feel like this film would be right up her alley. So we're gonna meet up before the film and actually go and have some dinner together. It's always nice being able to have a meal in Vancouver because there just isn't really many like restaurants in my area now that I crave and want to eat. Side note, Mac sent me their Lunar New Year collection. It's called Love Struck Luck. So I have quite a few of their products here actually that I wanted to try today. I forgot that I had the blush, so I already applied blush, so I won't be trying that out, but one of the things that they send is their Studio Fix Pro Set and Blur Loose Powder. Love that it comes with a puff because that's been my new favorite way of applying like a setting powder. It is a classic loose powder though, which can sometimes be really annoying because of how messy it is. I think ever since I started using the Laneige Neo face blurring powder with that cool mechanism that keeps the powder in and sort of tidy, it's been hard to want to go back to using like an actual loose powder like this where you potentially get it everywhere every time that you use it. But I have heard really good things about their powder. The other thing I really wanted to try was their luminizer. This is their molten metal highlighter. I've never tried any of their liquid highlighters before. It's a dropper applicator, so you do have to drop the product somewhere and then tap it to your face. But the one that I have, oh, you can't really see with the light, but it's a really pretty kind of like champagne gold color. You can see there. I also got their eyeshadow palette with the package as well. It's actually super, super gorgeous. They're like earth tones, but so much of it is also like metallic and shiny, which can be really fun, I think. They're not typically colors that I use, but it's nice to have for the holidays to sort of play around with. Their eyeshadows are so pigmented. Like that was literally the lightest little touch of eyeshadow and it's so dark. I'm just gonna use this little bottom shade and put a bit of shimmer across my lid. Here's the finished makeup. I ended up wearing, where did it go? Their Luster Kiss lipstick from the collection in Powerfully Potent, which is like this light, really moisturizing, berry-ish red color. I think it just gives your lips a little bit of life. I'm a little scared too, I'm not gonna lie.